What's the deal, baby? Y'all that know it is the big boss out, boss dog, can't poke through the door. Here to talk this boxing. You know the vibe today. We're gonna talk about Errol versus Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Before I get into all that, I want to apologize to everybody, man. I ain't been putting forth, the best effort, man. I tell you, man, I'm a busy man, but it be a lot of y'all, man. Y'all be wanting to hear me talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? And hear me talk about certain topics. So I'm gonna put forth a better effort. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all better everything on this channel. Mark my words. And then I spoke too soon. Let's pump the brakes on this Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford situation. It's some things that I question. Last night, if y'all ain't heard, well, yesterday, ESPN reported that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford agreed to terms, on the parameters of the fight. I think there's supposed to be a rematch clause, and I talked about that in my last video. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the rematch clause. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just saying I don't agree with a rematch clause. Like, I say one and done it and move on. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. The reason why I say let's pump the brakes is because Errol Spence, after that stuff was announced, Errol posted the yawning emoji. So I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? Now, I can speculate all day, which I'm going to have to on this one, and read in between the lines and just be like, what ESPN reported may not be true. You know what I mean? Today, Bernie the boxer, I saw her. Well, I didn't see it because I was working out, but I was listening to him talk, and it just made it seem like they're trying to put it back on Errol. Because a lot of people were saying that Bud needs to sign a contract. So now it looks like this came from representatives of Bud Crawford, and they're trying to make it seem like, well, Errol and his team got the contract, so now they need to sign the contract, or whatever the case is. Now, granted, all this is speculation. We don't know what is what. You know what I mean? And to put the cherry on top, the person from ESPN that reported this, and it may not be the same person. All I know is that somebody reported this same thing back in June, where Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford agreed to terms. So they may not have agreed to nothing. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. They may not have agreed to nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the discussion. Maybe they still discussing that and those parameters got out. You know what I mean? Because you know how stuff can get twisted around when, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all remember when y'all was in school and your teacher would tell somebody in the front of the class something, and by the time it get to the back of the class, it's a whole nother message. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother statement. So, you know how things get twisted. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, we don't know if what was reported is the truth. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to put 100% belief into it. I know I made a video about it. I'm not going to take the video down because we don't run for no smoke. But I'm not going to put 100% belief into this and be like, oh, yeah, we finna get the fight. Until I actually see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford post or verbally say, we fighting on November 19th. You know what I mean? But I think this was a stunt by Bud and his team to look like, hey, we signed the contract. We did what we supposed to do. Errol, what's up? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, I don't know the parameter. I don't know the details of the contract. You know, I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna sit here and act like I got inside information. I don't know nothing as far as numbers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But all I know is I could go off logically. You know, because they saying, I keep hearing, you know, in a lot of videos, people talking about Bud taking 35% and he ain't getting no guaranteed money. And I don't agree with that, bro. I just don't. That doesn't make sense. Logically, that doesn't make sense. It just don't. You know what I mean? Like, Bud, no. So, I'm not even going to go into detail with that. What I'm going to say is at the end of the day, we need this fight. You know? And if this fight don't happen, it's an asterisk on Bud Crawford's record. Like, his resume. It's always going to be, well, you called out Errol Spence and you didn't fight him. Like, you know what I mean? That's just the truth. Like, there's no other way to slice it, dice it. It's going to be, you called out Errol, and when y'all was in negotiations, you didn't accept whatever. And that's how I look at it. If this fight don't happen, it hurts Terrence Crawford. Because, and the reason why I say it hurts him, because all the talking he was doing. You know what I'm saying? It was all the talking he was doing. The false narrative that he put out there. No, Errol never said nothing bad about Terrence Crawford. Errol never said Terrence Crawford nothing. You didn't hear him say anything negative about Terrence Crawford. You didn't hear him say, hey, bro, this boy trash. I'm going to steamroll him. You didn't hear him say none of that. When he said what he said, each time was Bud's a great fighter. We're looking forward to, you know, we're looking forward to fighting. You know, that'd be a matchup that I want. I want that belt. You know, but let me take care of what I need to take care of, and then I'll fight him next. Like, he ain't never said, even Derek James, ain't never said nothing negative about Bud. What Bud doing? Man, Errol, a P word, where your whole ass at? And, you know, Bernie, Errol, you a B, you scared, and da-da-da. All this talking, all this animation. You know what I mean? I was just like, dang, girl. You know, I don't know, bro. You know, it's like, if he don't fight Errol Spence, it don't look good. In my opinion, it just don't. And I'm just keeping it a stack. It don't look good if he don't fight Errol Spence. Now, if he just, it'd be different if he just said, hey, man, I want to fight Errol. And, you know, he just kept saying it. Like, yeah, I want to fight Errol. I want to fight Errol. I want to fight Errol. He showed it to the press conferences, hey, where we gonna fight? But it's respectable. That'd be different. If he didn't fight Errol, that'd be different. But he talked a lot. You know what I mean? He talked a lot of trash. He said this, he said that. His team said this, team said that. They said all this stuff about Errol. You know what I mean? And Errol just kept it respectful. Because Errol, like, we gonna handle that in that ring. We'll get in that ring. That's when, you know, yeah. That's when I get to touch you. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. Like, let's pump our brakes. Let's hold our brakes. You know? Let's still wait. I really want to see this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not want to see Errol Spence in there with Keith Thurman. I already know how that fight finna go. Errol gonna stop that boy. Man, look. And then Keith just try to get paid anyway. Keith Thurman can't get hit to the body. You know what I mean? You talking about a dude where you touch his body, this dude fold like laundry. Like, he start running. He turned to Usain Bolt. That boy be running and doing an electric slide and You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we ain't no Keith Thurman. Now, Boots Ennis, I wouldn't mind that fight. I wouldn't mind seeing a Boots Ennis fight. I wouldn't mind seeing that particular fight. I think that's a good fight. But you know, Boots Ennis, I mean, he's still growing as far as his boxing platform, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't know if don't get it twisted. His skill is there. You know what I mean? But, and I'm not comparing these two, but Errol Lubin was like that. Remember when Errol Lubin was knocking all these people out and doing that, and then he finally got to fight Jermell Charlo. And everybody was picking Errol Lubin to beat Jermell Charlo. It was like, this is it. This is the next great boxer. And then Charlo knocked him out. So, excuse me, I'm still sick. Not sitting here saying that's going to happen. But I'm just saying, bro, at the end of the day, like, we got to, you know, like, I would love to see it. But I just don't know, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? About that. I want to see Bud and Errol. That's it. And if I'm Errol and I don't get the Bud fight, I'll drop the belts and go to 154. Because there's no other fight for him but that fight. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.